love it. He even has his own song. That's right. Oh, are you breakdancing there?
Yeah.
Today is not just any old work day. Today it's National Take Your Dog to Work Day. So who better to talk all about this than our pet rescue expert, Larissa, and Hallmark Channel's ambassador of positivity, Happy the dog. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. Hi, Happy.
Happy is doing a fabulous job on camera today, and it is National Take Your Dog to Work Day. So this is the story about this. It started 20 years ago. Pet Sitters International, actually, they created this. It's always the Friday after Father's Day. And the whole week leading up to it is different animal events. So take your cat to work day. So it ends with take your dog to work day, because why wouldn't you? So of course, why not talk about Happy, who is the hardest working dog that there is? I mean,
he doesn't like competition.
Here, you know what? If I put my head behind him, it sounds like he's talking. So he is in Hallmark Channel original movies, which we know he's doing so many of them. They love having him. And he does all the red or green carpets. You can see he has his own director's chair. Wow. It should say Happy. We'll have to get that one done. And then he also helps with kids that are ill and dealing with different illnesses and are in hospitals and just spreads happiness around. Okay, I'm going to put you down.
He's like, it's all about me today. It's true. It is all about you.
And the day is about rescue as well and spreading awareness. So, you know, no better than Happy, the rescue dog, to share that.
And like we heard a little bit earlier, Mark, your dog, who's a rescue, Hendrix, goes everywhere with you, doesn't he?
He does. We rescued him about 3 years ago at a local shelter here in Los Angeles, but he flies with us. He goes on tour with us. That's at the airport. Yep, that's in our tour bus.
So cute.
He goes everywhere, and he's like our son. We call him our son.
He's
we love him to
Does
death.
he sing with you as well?
Sometimes he'll get little
You have to put that on the album.
I know, right?
Adorable. Well, I know two other people that are here, Shirley and Paige.
Yes.
You are equally as obsessed with your doggies, and you really do take them everywhere. I mean, you can't bring them all at once, because if you brought them all at once here, there'd be no place for us.
Just
It would be a lot.
Sitting on the couch, if I brought both dogs. Yes, I've got Juno and Ceres that are both rescues, and you can see, you can get gorgeous dogs from local shelters.
Yes.
Look how beautiful they are.
And then, of course, my Foxy and my Charlie go everywhere with me. When I'm not here, they're with me at the studio. As you can see this, we take breaks during the day. We walk around, say hi to the other dogs in the neighborhood. It's really fun.
I know every time Shirley's here, she's like, what dog's here today? What dog's here today?
I know. Shirley is because it's Camp Shirley. All the doggies go to, you babysit all of them.
Absolutely.
This is a true story. What, do you want to come over to me, Happy? Is that what you're looking at? Well, you know, you guys aren't alone. Our producers love their animals as much as we all do here. So they decided they'd get in on the fun. You can't imagine this set today. There are so many dogs here. Take a look at these pictures. These are in our offices. So first we have Larissa and Lauren with their doggies. There they are there. And then we have, I think, Jolie and her doggie Newton. Look at Newton's almost as big as Jolie. And then, of course, Buddy, Dana's dog. I don't know where Dana is, but it looks like Buddy's very hard at work. He's busy
That's
over
why
there.
those scripts didn't come in on time, Debbie. Buddy was in charge.
Buddy was in charge. And our viewers got in on the fun as well. Take a look at some of these pictures. This is Nikki and Matt and Brittany with their pups. How cute they are.
But it's not all about the cute factor. There's actually science and benefits to having the dog in the workplace.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, look, don't you feel calmer right now? You know, there are so many studies out there, and they only keep growing and more information coming out about what dogs really give us. I mean, we all know this, but if you don't have a dog, I promise it's true. There are so many people that really do believe and live by the fact that having animals in the workplace, it just makes you calmer.
It really
down your
does.
blood pressure.
It makes you smile.
It does. I mean, we brought Happy on set, like we said earlier, and look at Lawrence getting a little love there. Everybody just really melts when there's an animal. It takes your mind off the stress, even if it's for 3 minutes out of the day. It's supposed to help with creativity, longer work hours, especially if you have a dog and you don't have to run home for that dog because they're at work with you. All in all, it's a great thing. And if you work someplace that does allow animals, or maybe you can talk them into allowing animals, I highly recommend it, even if it's 1 day a month.
I mean, it's so true. So what are some tips or some advice you would give to people who are interested in actually bringing their dog to work?
Yes, well, that's good. I was just like I was saying, make sure
Make sure they have their shot. Make sure you start there.
And make sure you're your workplace allows it. Obviously, a place of food isn't probably going to be able to have a
Like a
bring your
restaurant.
dog to work
Exactly.
day.
If
Yes.
you're a chef,
Yeah.
you might not work in the kitchen.
Yes, so talk to your place of work. Find out if it's something that you can work with and bring your animals. The second thing,
This is so hard to pay attention
Find
to,
out if
Larissa.
the dog would like to co-host the show.
Yeah.
Because if the dog is trying to take your job,
Sidekick
maybe.
today.
oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, the second thing that you want to do is remember that when you're going to work with your dog, you need to get them there safely.
Right.
So harness, some type of barrier in your car, whether it's a crate. Here I have Muppet in her little harness, which she loves. But you know, whatever that is, you don't want them rolling around, especially if they're not used to being in the car often.
Right.
That's something to take into consideration. Also, make sure that you have a gate that you can bring so that if your door is open or there's no way to close it off, you have a gate, or put a sign on your door. I have to do this because I bring Muppet and Maple every so often, and I have to alert people, come in, give her love.
Right.
She loves people and animals, but make sure the door is closed because yesterday she got out and came running up to one of our producers and she was like, where did you come from? So make sure everybody knows to keep the door closed.
Right.
That obviously is important. Supplies. Your dog needs supplies just like we do. We pack a lunch, we bring water, whatever it may be. You want to make sure you do the same. I mean, I always bring a dish for either water or food. Don't give them too much food at work unless you can take them out,
That's
you know,
true,
often.
yes.
Sure.
But definitely bring some food or water. Toys that
Something
that
to do.
keep them occupied are always helpful. A leash, I always have pee-pee pads
pads,
somewhere
Very
near me.
important.
Yep. Doggy bags. And then this is Muppet's blanket, so I always bring this. That way she can curl up. If I'm busy doing emails for, you know, a couple hours, she is someplace that she knows
And that's
to
important
go.
because they know it's theirs. They feel safe even though they're in a different area.
Yes.
But she can smell that, oh, this is my blankie. I must be safe.
I literally
Exactly.
feel like all these tips you're giving are the same tips you would if you were bringing a child to work. Like when I bring Alexandra, it's all the
Take your
same
bag
thing.
with you. Yeah. you gotta
And
take
the
your
last
bag.
thing I want to say about tips, have a backup plan. If for some reason you get your dog to work for take your dog to work day and they're not having it, have a friend that can come get them, or maybe you have an hour that you can duck out and bring them back
Sure.
home, or a daycare
Yeah.
nearby, just because you don't want to stress them out.
Yeah.
You have to keep that in mind
That's a
first
really
and
great-
So
foremost.
there's a greater message to take your dog to work day.
Yes, so it's not
Work the
all.
dog. Take your dog to work day.
It's a dog day
I got
afternoon.
my dog here.
I think it's take your job day
Take your
today
job
for
day.
happy. Yeah.
Yeah, this is take your job day.
Mr. Steal Your Job over here.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yes, it's all about spreading the awareness about rescue. So when people see you at your work with your dog, then it obviously shows that bond that you can create with someone. And that person who doesn't have an animal might go, you know what? Maybe I can do this. Maybe I should do this. And it's also a day to spread awareness in terms of donations. Get a donation drive going at your office. And look, as we said, it's National Take Your Dog to Work Day today. You can make it any day.
That's
And
every
it's
day in our
all
household.
fun.
It's every day around here too.
Yeah,
You know we
love
love
it.
our animals. Thank you so much, Larissa. And thank you, Happy.
Thank you, Mr.
You did a
Happy.
great job.
Thanks for the kisses. Thanks for the kisses.
Do you think you can read us out? Can you say that? Okay, I'll do it next time. Up next, it's LZ. Hey, LZ.
All right, up next, I'm going to show you how I took one cardigan and created 3 completely unique style statements with this summer staple.